All right, this is the Brown Duke Gun Show. Welcome, everybody. We are here. We're going to talk shit. Mainly because the last time we got together, we, Austin, one of Austin's hot takes took off to like 300,000 views on TikTok or something like that.
I pissed off the internet.
He did. He broke it in a good way for us. So we're going to try to do that again. Yep. But at this time, this is like one of the first times that we've actually just sat down, made sure all the equipment works, and just turned it on. Yeah. So we're just going to see what happens.
Didn't say anything before.
Say anything before.
So one of the things I was thinking about was on that subject was like I don't know what the hot take was that you had.
Oh, we're talking about. I was talking about Remington 700s.
Yeah, right.
30-06. So I was talking about 30-06.
So one of the things that pissed me off, and it kind of like took off another one, was the silencer deal. But it's really just like terminology.
Oh yeah, gosh.
Oh yeah.
Silencers versus suppressors. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. People were like,
you lose all credibility. You called it a silencer.
Call it a silencer.
That's what it's called.
It's technically what it's called, right?
And if you look at the patent,
that's right.
If you look at the paperwork,
they stuck up on TikTok, for us, and was like, hey, it's on the patent, and it's also with the ATF. Yeah, recognizes as silencer. Yeah. So I think all terminology is just like a pain for me, though. Yeah. Like whenever someone new is coming into the range, they haven't really fired guns that much, or like they're bringing friends over. And one of their friends calls something like, a clip instead of a magazine. Yeah. And they like get so mad at him. They're like, it's not a clip, it's a magazine. And like, they like hound him. Yeah. So the person's like, man, like, okay, I'm sorry. Like, I'm just trying to learn how to use the gun, right?
What does it matter?
Yeah. So it just discourages them from learning anything else after that. It's like, dude, it's really not that important for whatever you call it, right? Like, as long as you can communicate, and I say this all the time, like we have people from France, from Germany, from everywhere around the world that come in to shoot at Century, and we can teach them how to shoot a gun in like 5-10 minutes. Yeah. And we don't even speak the same language. Mm-hmm. So like you can't tell me terminology means anything in teaching someone how to shoot a gun. No. As long as you can communicate back and forth, that's all really that matters.
Yeah, exactly. So, but man, it's so weird that it triggers so many people.
It does.
It's so...
Dude, the comment section on anything on Facebook, whenever someone says something.
Oh my gosh. I mean, the fact that a silencer versus suppressor, before Austin broke the internet, yours was the one where it was like 230,000 views and so many people commenting this is silencer versus suppressor. Like, are you serious? Okay. All right. If that's what y'all want to talk about, then that's fine. But
how about you like focus on like more important things, like how to shoot the gun,
like how to hit the target.
But the thing is too, is that like the people, and maybe we'll piss some people off again, but it's like if you really want to get into it and you think you're right because you call it a suppressor, go do the paperwork. Yeah. I don't think you've ever done the paperwork before.
You may not have one.
It's called a silencer. I mean, again, and if you want to go against it strictly because it's what the ATF calls it, then so be it. But I mean, we do paperwork all day long, and that's what they call it. Yeah. I mean, and then it's also the original patent from Maxim is called a silencer.
Yeah. Well, and then one of the top revenue drawing websites for this type of thing, Silencer Shop.
Imagine.
One of the
Silencer Co.
Silencer Co. One of the top, suppressors, silencers, whatever you want to say.
Imagine that.
It's in their name. Yep. Yeah. Come on now. Like, so they're wrong too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And
the guy that patented it is also wrong.
Yeah.
He is.
Max. And I think like people learn that as they start getting more into the gun community. Like whenever they first get in, they're like all about terminology, and it's the only thing that they can have an argument for, right? Because they don't know that much about everything else. So they like want to be, I guess, know what they're talking about. Mm-hmm. So that's what their like claim to fame is. Yeah. But then as they keep learning, they're like, hey, you know what? It really doesn't matter. You know? So
here's what once you can start more consistently hitting the target, what you call the things matters less and less.
It does.
Right?
Yep.
It's like bang switch, clip, anything. Doesn't matter, like you don't care. Yep. Everybody knows what's going on.
I think we taught some people that too, like over the years. Like I see some people come into the range and they just get so uptight about that, and now they're kind of like relaxed, They
see guys that do it every day and they're like, oh, they don't really care.
They don't care.
Yeah. Yep. So well, what is happening? What's up with the range? We had the charity match. We did. So for those who don't know, we just did a charity match for MD Anderson on Thursday, raising money for MD Anderson. A lot of folks, have benefited, in our club and the range from their services. So we thought first annual holiday charity match. It used to be the Aubrey Classic. It is, we've retired the Aubrey Classic, but it's the same week. It's the same style. It's a hoser, but now it's for charity. And we did the first one last week, and it was great. I actually shot it.
Good.
Jason would be very happy. I actually completed it.
What did you shoot in?
Huh? I shot open.
Open? Oh,
It's the only ammo we had.
Yeah.
So you know, like, let me set up the stage for success here. I hadn't shot open at all in 2 years, right? And I hadn't picked up the gun in probably 2 years, other than to check it when you were going to take it for the match.
Yeah.
You know, as a backup. I had no idea. I couldn't find my practice mag, so I had to use match mags. And I'm like, oh my gosh, when's the last time I cleaned it? It was whatever. But the gun ran great. Awesome. You know, all of this stuff. I didn't run great. I mean, it was okay. It was okay, but it was 7 deltas
at easy targets.
at targets that you could almost touch.
Did you win?
Huh? No, I got second.
Okay.
I had 7 deltas, man. It's like 7 mics. So
no penalty mics. Right?
No, it's like lucky. What does Max call it? Lucky mics.
Yeah, lucky mics.
Yeah, lucky mics. So anyway, but it was fun. Like it was a good, you know. It was good to get back in the saddle, but it's like,
awesome.
Dude, like when you were talking about for rolling up for Gator, it's like, oh my gosh, how bad am I?
It was so bad. Like I remember the first 1 or 2 practices, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a long road. You know, like, but it comes back pretty soon. It's just a round count. Like that's not fine. You know, you got to put in round count and have really good practices that are dedicated. You can't just go in there and start shooting. Like you have to have like, hey, this is what I'm going to work on today. Yeah. And get high round counts in short period of times and come back pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and you and I were talking about that, you know, outside of just going to the match, it's that not just to get, it takes about, what do you say, 5,000 rounds in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
But then you have to
in a
maintain.
month, you can do it like pretty easily. And because I felt like skill wise, I felt very good at Gator, you know, like transitions and everything. I did have trigger freeze a couple times. Yeah. And it's just match experience, you know, like getting back into shooting a match and making sure that it's like serious and dealing with the nerves. Yeah, but like the skill wise was pretty good. And I'm sure that it's easy to get back into that part.
Yeah. Maintenance is the problem.
Maintenance is a problem.
Maintenance is once you get keeping it and then skill improvement.
Because then you start getting like lazy with it, right? You're like, oh, I don't need to go practice this week. Yeah. You know, it's like, no, you need to practice. Like you go shooting once a week or once every other week at least minimum in order to maintain it. But it's just time catches up, and as we know, life catches up.
Life catches up. It's a real thing. You know, kids are doing things. In fact, you know, now, you know, my son, his basketball, he's in basketball season now. So it's like, now we have all these games. Yeah. I was hoping to be match director this week because I think the other guys are going to a major match on Sunday or Saturday.
The Mississippi one?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have one.
The Christmas match. Yeah. But then turns out, I mean, my son has a basketball game. It's like, I can't go. Yeah. So we might, I don't know who's going to MD that match. You might have to put it together some stages.
Put something together. You know who's been putting together is Charles.
Yes.
He's been doing some really good stages.
His stages are really good. I saw some of them in like, as he put them together. Yeah. You know, it's like, oh man, this is a really nice one.
The one I shot was one of his stages and it was very good.
You know who's actually getting a lot better too? Is Charles. Have you seen that guy move?
He has.
That guy is nuts, man.
He said the other day he won his first stage.
Did he really?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. He won his first like real stage, he called it. He said, I won some like stand and shoots. Yeah. But like this was like an actual movement
like
stage.
A field course?
Yeah, field course. Oh, wow. And he won it. And I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Dude, he's coming around, man. Like I remember when he first started shooting, it's just like the story of everybody, right? Yeah. He started shooting, you know, very deliberate, you know, all that and controlled. And, you know, as life happens, we disappear and reappear and come back. And it probably been a few months since I'd seen him actually shoot a stage. I was like, that guy's a completely different shooter now, man. Like he's like, his movement is great. He won't think his movement's great, but his movement's great. His gun's up at the right times, and like he's doing all the right things, you know, just polishing now. So it's really good. It's really good. A lot of, the other thing that, of course, all the guys gave me grief for like showing up. They were like, oh, you got to take the new shooter's brief. You can't shoot, you know, like all of that crap. And they're like, oh, do you know how the bullets go in your mag and like all of that stuff. But then like realistically, you know, I feel like a lot of the guys who were there on Thursday were kind of crowding around, just circling because I think they thought I was a new shooter. I hadn't met 2/3 of the shooters there. And it's like, wait a second, this is for real. Like, I don't know most of the people in this room, and they probably think I'm a new shooter. It's like, okay, so which is fine. It doesn't matter to me, but I think it's a good sign that there are so many new people coming out to shoot.
There is, yeah. Like the last time that I had shot, but then like I don't think he was there. It was like the week after. Somebody was asking about who to watch or something. They're like, oh, well, Brandon won last week, or he's gonna shoot Gator or something. And they're like, well, who's that? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
You didn't even know who I was.
Some guy.
Yep.
Some guy.
Like, because I don't shoot matches anymore. But
yeah, we said this time last year we need to start doing that again.
Yeah, we did.
I definitely need to start doing that again. So, but anyway, no, good times. The club's doing well. At least they look like they're doing well. The results are, climbing up there. Those guys are getting after it. So. Yeah,
doing good.
It was actually good. It was even with the 7 deltas. I was like, oh, okay. At least I still have some. I could play in a hoser match. Like, I don't know if you put those targets 15 yards away. It's like it would have been a disaster.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
what's on next year? You have anything planned for next year?
I haven't looked at the schedule yet, but I want to get. So I promised the club that we'd go to Houston and shoot with my old club in Houston.
That'd be fun.
Just like a level 1 match.
Marlo and all them told me to tell you hello.
Oh,
and
they see him? Yeah, you saw him? Okay.
Yeah, I saw all of them over there.
Nice.
Marlo, John, Robert, who was at Gator.
Oh, yeah. Robert. Okay, nice. So
they're all asked where you were. They were like, "Where's JP?"
he's slacking.
Yeah,
hadn't shot in a while. Yeah. So, but no, those guys are the ones who are like all posting all the stuff that we used to, like, they'd go to a match and they don't really post stuff about the match. They're posting the food. They're posting all the crazy stuff that they're doing. And it's like, they just had their Christmas party like not too long ago. And they had some weird game with the spatula that was like, they were carrying on. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. Everybody was posting results. They're just posting like food.
Just the normal, the non
all the cool
crap.
Stuff.
Yeah. So anyway, but it was good. So no, I think I'm going to do that. I stiffed the guys this year on Area 6. I signed up and I'm like, we gotta go because it's staff reset. And then I bailed on them. So I owe them an Area 6. We'll probably shoot Gator. I don't know about Nats anymore. Like, I say that and I always end up, like, when I get back into shooting, I always end up going to Nats.
Yeah.
I just don't know, man. Like, I would go to Dragon again over Nats.
Yeah, I want to go to Dragons. I want to go to Nats. I want to make Mississippi's match. I had never shot Mississippi's match.
The classic?
Whatever one their state match is. Cause
that's the number one.
That one.
Yeah.
And probably Area 4. It's always a good match.
Speaking of, though, like, thinking about next season, like, kind of parlaying here into, other stuff. With the Daniel stuff and manufacturing, are we gonna? Is that going to be a focus for us next year? Are we going to shoot PCC? What do y'all think?
We got to get one built first.
Okay.
We'll talk off air.
We're looking at you, Austin.
We'll talk off air. I do have an update on that.
Okay.
We'll talk off air. Off air. But.
Yeah. Okay.
That'd be fun.
That'd be a thing, right? Shoot PCC. That would be an interesting.
Yeah, it'd be completely different.
Yeah, I think LO. I think that's going to be.
Yeah.
If I can get geared up for LO, now with we can talk about it. I'm getting him on the show soon with Max.
Yep.
Getting on to Team Staccato finally. Yes. After a long wait, he's on now Team Staccato, where I think he should have been forever. But is what it is.
It's the gun he's been wanting to shoot. So
yes, yeah. At least allegedly. I don't know. So
I went train with him right after he announced, and I think he announced a Friday. I went train with him the Tuesday. We went teach a class for a SWAT team or something, a local SWAT team for him, and we got to see some of the guns. Like, he was shooting the XC, and playing around with a bunch of other ones, but he like picked up my gun, my open gun, because that's the one I had, and he's like, man, this thing is so much nice. It's like so nice, So open is still there, dude. Like,
and now you're in a 2011 company.
You're in a 2011 company.
Yeah. I'm sure Eddie Garcia get a frame and build him an open.
He has a gun. I think like his Eddie gun. I think I have more rounds through that gun than he does.
Oh, yeah.
He test fired and put it in a safe, and then he gave it to me for a backup gun one year at National. So I think I shot it more than he did.
Yeah, you probably put 100 rounds through it.
Yeah, that's right. I test fired it and shot it, a couple stages with it, and that was it.
Yeah, that's amazing. No, it'll be good. How did he have anything cool? Like any new experimental guns?
Yeah, he didn't have anything there, but there is some new stuff I think that's coming out.
Sure.
Is what I heard.
Yeah. I want to get him on the show, man. Yeah. I've been texting with him, so.
Yeah. There's gonna be some stuff at SHOT Show. I think that's gonna come out.
Is that right?
I don't know if they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna announce it before then, but be on the lookout for SHOT Show.
Okay.
I think Staccato will have a couple of extra guns come out this year.
All right. Well, maybe we'll be doing Staccatos and Daniel PCC next year.
Yeah.
So
cool.
that'll be good.
Whenever we can get them, if they release a gun, hopefully we can get them pretty soon. But
yeah, ideally. Well, now we have a man on the inside.
Yep.
So that'll be good. So. All right. So I guess that's the catch up on that stuff. Let's see.
SHOT Show is coming up.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask about. What's the deal with SHOT Show?
Yeah, so we're going to SHOT Show this year. Austin knows more. Austin has been planning it, thankfully, because
weird way to say Sam.
I have not had time, but Austin's thankfully come through on that.
Yeah, Sam's been keeping me on the agenda for that, but no, we're definitely a lot more prepared this year than we were last year.
Oh, good.
Also, really cool thing this year is
we have a box. That's what I'm most proud of.
Yes, we have a legit crate.
So
it's not made of press board and staples.
So the quick thing from last year, Austin ordered this box for us to ship. So you have to ship all your stuff, like your whole entire booth, to SHOT Show, right?
Okay.
And they get it in and they put it somewheres and like deal with all of it, right?
Okay.
So like you have no. It's not like
it's a union,
with
so
it.
like they don't let people set their stuff up because it's a union.
Oh, I see. So you don't.
You
get
can't.
To
You
set
can't.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So you have to let them do it.
Okay.
So Austin,
Unless it's like tables and stuff. Like I'm talking about like the guys that build booths and stuff. You have to let them do your stuff. Our stuff was not like that, but they have to put your stuff at the booth and everything. So
with forklifts and everything else,
Yeah.
right?
No kidding.
So
Okay.
Austin finds this shipping crate and it's like
U-line.
last minute U-line. Like, dude, we need something because we can't ship in cardboard boxes. They won't allow it. It has
which
to
we
be like
could,
a-
we could have done it. Like that's what we were like. We're just gonna do that because we don't have that much stuff.
Right.
And they're like, no, you can't do that, right? So we find this little box, like whatever the cheapest one is.
Yeah.
Dude, we get there and like
Well, we
this
got the box
thing-
in first, and I was like, no way.
we like smashing everything.
It's
in
made of
there.
like press board and
Yeah.
like
Oh my
staples.
So then we we get there and this box is destroyed.
Yeah,
like
of course it is.
halfway torn apart. It's like I don't know how it was like still together, but the top part was halfway off. I think they had used duct tape to like secure it on there to where it wouldn't fall off for us.
Right.
Like one of the workers, and then we had to ship it back. Like at the end of
It
all
had
this,
like guns and all kind
everything.
of
It had
stuff
guns
in there.
Yeah. Yep, guns, sharp out rifles, everything in there. We're
everything.
like, dude, we pray that these guns are gonna get back. It's
Yeah.
like we're gonna have to fill out a form of stolen firearms. There's no way. Thankfully, it did.
There you go.
They
It
did
showed
make
up like a month later. I
yeah,
think. Like
it takes a while.
it takes a long time, but yeah, a month later after SHOT Show, I was like, yeah, the
These
guns
they're
are
gone.
They're missing, but.
Yeah, no, that was an experience. So this year we have a legit crate,
Like a real box. That's not gonna fall apart.
Yeah, it's like a legit crate, and it also has like it's like lined and stuff. So I was like, that was like one of my priorities this year, but it's coming in like in 2 days.
Okay.
I need to do that today. Actually, I need to plan Freeman. So yeah, so we'll be. I'm crying. That was so funny. I forgot how traumatizing that experience was. But so yeah, we'll be there. Really cool thing this year is that we did get an upgrade to a better location this year. Usually you spend a couple years in the basement, so we made it out after 1 year, which is pretty impressive. Just based off of like they look at their data on like the little scans stuff that they have at SHOT Show and whoever performs the best. So we had a really good year last year. We were super blessed with a lot of the successes that we had and a lot of people we made connections with. But so this year we'll be in the military and law enforcement section, which is where we want to be.
Sure.
While we do a lot of stuff for like we sell our products to, everybody. Most of our stuff is tailored for use, and that's a lot of like what the shows and stuff we do every year is tailoring to that audience. So we'll be in the military and law enforcement section. And we'll be next to some pretty cool people, some friends of ours and stuff.
Nice.
So we're super excited about that.
We have a bunch of people coming into the booth. So Max is going to be in the booth one day.
Yep.
Oh,
We'll
nice.
Make an announcement of when he's going to be. Maybe I can come and meet him if you want to.
Yep. We'll definitely get some we're working on the schedule right now, so we'll get a post of all that stuff of predating SHOT Show of like who's going to be where. We have some of our friends that run training departments and stuff or shops around the country that we don't get to see ever, so they'll come by and say hello. So I'm sure we'll do a little piece about that as well.
Eddie said he's gonna come by.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Aaron Edens.
Aaron,
national champion.
Okay.
Yep, Aaron Edens.
Are we gonna do a show? You guys want to have
Yeah, we do
stuff
that.
out there?
We'll definitely have like a little table.
I mean, all I need are this, and this size.
Yeah, but we will have like a little table. So that will do some. We're getting for like meetings and stuff, so we'll definitely have the place space to do it. And like I said, we'll definitely some of the guys that'll come visit, I'll tell them to come on whatever day we plan on doing it. That way, like Andrew's going to come.
Sure. Yeah,
So we can you can sit down and talk to them about whatever they do. Joey from Ohio and those guys. So.
Well, we can even do it live, and then just have them as people want to, if they want to, even what do you call it? Advertise for their booth. Hey, show up at booth XYZ and do whatever. Yeah. So there you go. So now I will take vitamin C double dose from now until March.
You'll be good until you get there, but then you will get the shot.
Well, that's fine. That as soon as if it's there, that's okay.
Post.
But
we gotta make sure.
Last year it was pre.
Yep. I got it there. Was it last year that I got it there, or the year before? I think it was the year before.
24, we had it bad. 24 was when I had it bad.
That was the year before, yeah. Because I remember getting Doc called me in a strip to Vegas.
Yes.
Remember that? And we went pick it up at the Walgreens.
Yeah.
And there's so still like COVID, thing. So he wrote me a script for like a Z pack and something like I think it was what was the thing that everybody takes, like the thing that you get from the vet.
Oh, ivermectin?
Ivermectin, yeah. Some of that too. Mm-hmm. And I remember going to Walgreens to pick it up, and the lady was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, what are you talking about? She's like, "You don't have a mask on."
Do you have the plague?
Okay. She's like, "Well, do you have flu symptoms?" I'm like, "I'm sick. Like, I just need my prescription to get out of here."
Yeah. The longer you talk to me, the more I'm gonna.
She's like, "Okay." But I guess it was weird because like a doctor called it in from out of state and like she was freaking out.
Well, that's always been the thing, like total tangent, having parents in healthcare.
So nice.
The easiest thing for them to do is to call it in local to a Walgreens and they will transfer it. If you're on the moon, if there's a Walgreens there, you'll just, hey, can you transfer my prescription from Kentucky? They'll just do it.
Yep.
So that's the thing. I don't know if now that's going to open. I'm sure they already have protections against, interstate shenanigans with
like narcotics and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's controlled. So, what'd you drop?
It was a little.
That's easy.
Put my hand on it. It fell off.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it in a second.
Okay, so SHOT Show. That sounds cool.
Yeah, so we're gonna do some. Hopefully, we have some. I say hopefully, we will have some new stuff coming out, which is exciting because we've been working on a lot of projects that hasn't really allowed us to expand our product portfolio. So we're excited to have some new projects on the books and finally prove that we're not a charging handle company. So we're excited about that. Some really exciting products too. Some stuff that we're going to be hopefully trying to get in on some government work and some international work. And then some products in some different arenas too. So that we're super excited about, especially with some of the friends we have in the industry and, what you and Brandon do. So,
well, I was going to say, I have, now we're, now I've successfully shot exactly one match in 2025.
Yep. You are a shooter this year.
I have a backlog of products that I would like Century Manufacturing to look at, to make my reloads and mag feeding a little bit easier.
Yep.
That's right.
So not to foreshadow too much, but that is what I would like.
Yep.
I don't know what you're doing, but that's what I would like.
Yep. We're definitely working on some stuff.
We should have one thing for sure in that area for SHOT Show.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
An easy one that is something that, it's like, why hasn't somebody just done this yet,
Yeah. Very cool.
It's always fun to let people play within the realm of what they're really good at because it's like products seem simple, right?
Yeah. Yep. I like it. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm also ready for that Daniel PCC. I've kind of been building that up in my head. So
cool. Yeah.
Other than the fact that shooting PCC in a pistol game is probably cheating. It's okay.
It's gonna be like I think I'm kind of intimidated to pick up PCC. Because I shoot rifles really well, but like the gaming part of it, like learning how to do it, is gonna be a big setback.
It's a learning curve.
It's a very learning curve. Like I know you can't shoot on the move that much. I'll learn that for sure. It's better to get to position, shoot everything.
Leo Grandis does some shooting on the move in his videos, but I don't know how close those targets are.
And they're also if you watch it, they're really not shooting on the move. It's like shooting during a half step.
Oh,
right? He's like shifting weight and then he's like taking off.
Yeah.
So it's not like running. It's not like a handgun where they're like 5 yards and you can actually shoot it.
You can engage coming in.
Yeah. You have to kind of like shoot it as you're exiting positions. He does that really, really well. Yeah. So that'd probably be a good learning curve. Yeah. Good place to start.
For sure. Well, yeah. No, it'll be fun. It'll be different. It'll be very different. That's the thing, like learning the different grip pressures, like, into your shoulder and all that stuff. One thing, Edwin, who from Houston, he was telling me, because he's been shooting PCC now for a while, and he was saying that the one advantage that he has as like a gamer versus the folks who are super tactical is that he can break the tactical rules, and it's not ingrained in him, whereas a lot of folks may have bad habits from the tactical world that don't translate well into the game. Like one big thing is taking the stock of the rifle off of your shoulder for some reason. And he said he has a friend who is a Houston SWAT, and he said he would never do that. It's like, but you're losing, a whole lot of time.
And that's what like shooting on the move. It's like the reason why I say you can't do it is because like now it's not just your two hands holding the gun. The gun's actually connected to your shoulder.
Correct.
Which as you walk up and down, that thing's gonna be moving.
Right.
So it's difficult to shoot on the move with a rifle rather than a handgun.
Yeah.
And another thing, like to prime example of what you were saying, is like switching shoulders with the rifle. Like I talked to Dutch about that before, and he would switch shoulders, switch hands at the same time. Like, dude, just keep your same hands.
Yeah.
Right. And just like switch shoulder over. He's like, I never even thought about that. Like this would be so much easier. So he can still lean, but not as far of a lean as switching hands. But you're still using your regular, hands to where you can activate the trigger a lot faster with your right hand.
No, well, that's what one of the things Edwin would do too. He would say, I just switch shoulders, and and his cop friends are like, they would never do that. They're like, no, why would you? Why would you even think to do that?
So much better.
Because it's faster.
It's faster and better. Like there's no reason to switch hands.
Right.
Yeah.
On that, in that same arena, if you really want to piss off the internet, I remembered something that we talked about this week. There was a post that I saw that I was telling Brandon about, that JP, you'd find this interesting. I stumbled upon it, and I won't say anybody by name, but there's a friend of ours that is a world champion shooter that saw. Let me just cut to the chase. Somebody said that competition shooters are not qualified to teach military organizations because they've never seen live combat. And a world champion friend of ours commented on it and basically told this guy, like, you are an idiot. It was a typical vet, like they call them like vet bros, you know, like and then look, I'm not downplaying veterans. I'm just saying everybody knows that guy, right?
Yeah.
He probably never saw combat, right? And he was just like, well, these guys are not qualified to teach. And the friend of ours basically told him that he was an idiot and referenced all kind of people that teach, and we know that as well. We know. So if you guys want to preface on that, go ahead. So, I'll set you guys off.
I'll say his name. So I didn't see the post, but Austin.
You can say his name. I don't know him like you do.
So it was Christian, right? So Christian was like, dude, there's no way, and said why, and then the guy is supposed to have commented back like,
yeah,
who is this guy?
Yeah, who are you?
It's like, dude.
Oh my god!
Just goes to show you that you don't know what you're talking about.
Clearly,
right?
Yeah.
You comment to the world champion right now.
Literally the reigning world champion.
The guy
who, admittedly is teaching these people, right? I mean, and I don't know Christian, so he may not be instructing. He may, I don't know, but people who have been the past world champions all have taught the military, the high level
still
operators, and they are still doing it.
Still doing it. Yep.
Even if they're not world champion anymore. Why? Because the skills from that transfer directly, and those special teams know it. Right? I mean, I'll just think of how many a handful of special teams guys that are working for the range or worked for the range at some capacity. Would ask us, and we're not even world champions. It's like, oh, we just happen to be good pistol shooters.
Just Friday, I taught a Delta Force guy. He's been taking private instruction from me for the last couple of weeks, and we signed up for a lesson Friday. So it's
and I've never been in combat.
I never either.
I've never drawn my concealed carry gun, in a bad scenario, right? but I can shoot a gun.
Yep.
So the actual statement was that there's competition skills do not translate to military training because the cardboard does not shoot back. End quote.
Yes.
One of those.
End quote.
Get you killed in the streets.
Get you killed in the streets. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely get you
End
killed in
quote.
the streets.
That was the quote. Is that it does not translate to military training because the cardboard does not shoot back.
That's amazing. Well, so for what it's worth, that is incorrect.
Yeah.
You know, I think that so and to be generous, right? Like, so there are two different things here, right? There's tactics, right? There's two things. There's tactics, how to shoot and how to work as a team with guns and how to be offensive in what you do. That is a study in and of itself. And then there is firearm handling, right? Gun handling.
Skills.
The skill part of it, of shooting and hitting the target when you want to, on demand, that type of thing. Those things, so the firearm fundamentals, shooting a pistol or a rifle, doesn't matter, versus tactics, those are two different worlds, right? And I think a lot of people conflate the two because a lot of times when people who do this for their job, they learn both at the same time, right? They learn the fundamentals of how to shoot overlaid with the tactics of how to protect you and your team, right? And so, you know, and the story I give all the time, you guys have heard it, you know, a billion times, you know, when we have new shooters come, say, hey, tonight you're going to get beat by a guy who just had knee replacement, right? He's 75 years old.
A 13-year-old.
And you're going to get beat by a 13-year-old girl. It's going to happen. Like, just put that in your mind right now.
Yep.
You're not going to beat those two. You're probably never going to beat those two. But what you'll learn is you'll learn how to handle your firearm a lot better, right? And, you know, but the converse of that is you're not going to want to bring that 13-year-old with an open gun into a firefight. No, because she doesn't know tactics, right? Now, if you can protect her and all she has to do is hit a target, you want her all day long because she'll hit the target faster than anybody there, you know? But to defend herself or anybody else with a firearm, that's a completely different thing, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think again, it breaks down to the point of when your heart rate goes to 180 and you're seeing red. What do you have, right? All you have is fundamentals. All you have is muscle memory.
Yeah.
And if all you have is muscle memory, you'd want the best muscle memory you could possibly have, which would be the best fundamentals, which would translate to whoever shoots the most and has the best fundamentals, right? Which we would think would be guys that do this every day for a living, right? Yeah. So that's the point to me that it's like, while we probably can't 100% verify these claims, it's that I can break it down to the point of you want to have muscle memory, right? What does muscle memory translate to? Fundamentals. Who has the best fundamentals, right?
Right.
So to me, it's while we can't verify it 100%, I think that that's a pretty insane claim, right? And again, if it wasn't working, it wouldn't still be happening, right?
Correct.
If it wasn't working, the military wouldn't still be hiring the best competition shooters in the world to train their instructors, who then train soldiers.
Exactly. Well, I mean, you look at the Army, right? What do? They have a marksmanship unit specifically built to go out and compete and win and learn how to win so that they can teach Army.
The instructors of the Army.
Exactly.
You know?
How to teach everybody else, right?
Yep.
Like, it cascades down from competition. When did red dots get really popular in the whole world? Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, 5 years ago. When did they get popular in competition? In
15.
the 80s, right?
15,
Like
20 years ago.
90s, yeah. So, I mean, these things come from competition, whether you like it or not. Sorry, it happens, right?
And we're both training for the same thing. It's like Austin was saying, just mastery level of those skills to where they become subconscious. Right?
Yeah.
So like in a tactical world, you might be thinking about, hey, am I justified in shooting or am I not justified in shooting? Where's my teammates at? Who's the bad guys? Like target ID, all that stuff's very important.
Yeah.
Whereas in the competition side, target ID is like super easy, so you don't really have to think about that. But you have to think about what targets you have to take first to get the fastest time. Where do I need to do my reload? I'm gonna plan this out. What spot do I need to get to in that stage so that I can see all these targets?
Yeah.
So you're thinking about all those things. So the subconscious part, the shooting, is subconscious.
Right.
You know? And same thing in the tactical world. So it's both the same skill.
Well, I can tell you, just having, everybody was joking with me about shooting my first match of 2025 last week. But I think the interesting thing to note is that, having not shot a match all year, and maybe I shot one match in between, but not many, right? If it's not one, it's two. So not many matches this year at all. But walking around, putting on the gear, I haven't even dry fired. right?
Yeah.
So the point is, no practice, no nothing. I put on the gear, you know, and get back into everything, you know, where am I going to shave some time? How am I going to step? How am I going to approach? The fundamental thing that came back that I didn't have to think about is, can I hit the target?
And drawing the gun.
And touch it. Yeah, exactly. And when I drew the gun, the dot was there.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to think about it. And the same thing happened. I looked at the target, you know, dot appears, pull the trigger, right? So, you know, just because I haven't shot this year, you know, it's like all those fundamentals of the past, however many, you know, 15 years of shooting, you know, high round counts for very many years, that comes back, you know? And so that's what you want. And, you know, to get to something, you know, the comment that the guy said, it's like, you know, the repetition, the muscle memory, building that, you know, how to be accuracy or have accuracy at speed. That's what we build in competition. And that's what you want.
The same guys that make those comments are the same guys that go to the range. They take the gun out of the bag, put it on the table, and load it, and then shoot it at the target and put it back on the table. Yeah. Right? Like, they're not even practicing drawing of the gun. They're not practicing anything else.
Yeah.
Besides like bullseye shooting at a certain distance.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like if you start getting into competition where it like opens up new doors and you have to actually train those things, you'd understand like, hey, they do go over into combat shooting, and you can gain more skills.
Yeah. I mean, I said that we don't have like tangible examples, but I guess we really do, right? Is that like, I was just thinking like guys like Luke, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they're SWAT team members, and they've improved tremendously as shooters.
Yeah.
By competing in competitions and learning from guys like you guys. So, I think like even on a smaller scale, we have examples of that, right?
We certainly do.
So on the mass scale, you would expect it to be the best in the world, teach the best in the world.
Yeah. Well, and that's, you know, and whenever we do have law enforcement and Army guys come in, you know, that's the first thing. Keep coming. Please keep coming, because you guys are the ones who need this, right? For your job. We are just doing this for fun, you know, but you guys need to know how to do this. And, you know, and I think the one thing I say to people is that, you know, and it goes back to what I said before, competition won't make you good at tactics. It won't. It's not tactical. That's not part of this game. And then whoever pretends to do that, they're just lying to themselves, right? Like, you know, if they say that USPSA is tactical, it's not. It's just not. But what USPSA does is it gets you to a point where you're so good at the fundamental accuracy and fundamental firearm handling skills that when you start to learn the tactics, you don't have to think about, can I hit that target? Yeah. Right? It takes that part of it away.
And don't try to like make up things. Like I see that all the time. People do, like they try to like make comparisons and they try to like figure out, it's like, if you give me enough time, you can figure out like, hey, where does this apply to? Yeah. So don't try to like justify it in your head. Like, oh, I'm not going to do this because it's going to create bad habits in this world or whatever. Right. It's like, dude, like just do whatever you need to do. And then like, you'll figure out that as you start going, like, hey, I'm starting to create this bad habit. I can see that. So I'm going to stop doing that.
Right.
But don't like automatically say, well, I'm not going to do it this way because that might create a bad habit.
Yeah.
You know, like, no. Like learn the skill.
Well, the one thing I always heard was like the unload and show clear. That was a bad habit to develop because in the streets, if you unload and show clear, you have an empty gun, and it's like, guys, like
you can take all day in order to unload. So if you want to like break yourself from like automatically unloading and showing clear, which would be a good thing, like just stop and be like, all right, the match is over or the stage is over. Now let me go ahead and unload and show clear.
Exactly.
Like you can say it out loud.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so good.
It's not a cognitive reflex. Like it's a purpose act.
But that's what they say. They're like, oh yeah, where you get so used to doing it, as soon as you finish a stage, then you just automatically unload and show clear.
But it's a conscious act to say the stage is over, I'm now going to unload, right? It's not a subconscious act.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like I can't imagine.
That's crazy. That's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Yo, you haven't heard that? Oh, there's a whole bunch of
there's
like
a ton of them.
Yeah, like what's another one?
I like that. That'll get you killed in the streets.
Yeah. It's dropping mags with
ammo in them.
Yeah, that's another one. Like,
like,
you need every round. It's like
what? Dude, I tell you, in a concealed carry thing, like if I'm ever in a concealed carry shooting, I am not worried about 2 extra rounds inside my magazine.
That's right.
Like I want more bullets in there as fast as possible.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like you think about like what most civilians are going to do in a concealed carry
100%.
scenario.
Yeah, and they're worried about retaining a magazine. I'm like, I don't give a shit about that magazine. I'm not getting that magazine back.
Yeah,
That thing's gone forever.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna buy another one as soon as this ends. I'm not in Iraq.
Yeah,
like, I'm not in Vietnam. Like, I don't have to bring this thing back.
No, and that's the thing. It's like, we're like, if the worst were to happen and you get into an altercation, where are you? You're like at your car, or you're like at walking out to the store, and there's like 1 or 2 people that are gonna like, dude.
Even the most 4.
Yeah, even the most 4. Like, what do you like? If you're reloading, if you're already to the point where you're already in trouble. Like, there's a like you've escalated past the scenario where most people are gonna be like, or you're not accurate. And that's been like, there was one guy, what was his name? William, who was on the show a year or 2 ago. And he was talking about, he was in a concealed carry altercation and it was across his car, and he hit the assailant and he both fired, I think somewhere like upwards of 20 plus rounds at each other. Nobody hit anybody.
Wow.
Yeah. And
that's dangerous.
It was. And it was like, well, thank God, number one, you didn't get killed or your wife didn't get hurt at all, But then it's like, hey, man, maybe you should come to a match.
Yeah. Like, maybe you should get in range more.
Yeah. So, well, and that's the thing he was talking about, like how his procedure for how he trains and this. I'm like, let's get you to train under pressure a little bit.
It's not working.
It's like, let's add a little bit extra to what you're doing because, if you're across the car from somebody and you're firing rounds at them and nobody's hitting anybody, like, this is a problem, Yep, definitely. So, and the pressure of competition will help people. Will it simulate true, like, your life's in danger? No. But I can even tell you, like, the cops that come in to shoot with us, they're first several times hearing that buzzer and they're trained under, duress, right? They hear the timer and
there's everything a lot of deltas and mics.
There are a lot of deltas and mics. And they're not fast either.
Yep.
So
if that's a low tier stress situation, what happens in the high tier stress situation?
Exactly.
You're swinging bullets at civilians. That's what you're doing.
Exactly. Well, and that's the other thing with that guy, William, was like, thank God nobody was around. Yeah. It's like, where did those bullets land, dude? And so,
it's crazy.
Anyway, yeah, he'd come on and tell you. I'm not saying anything slanderous. Like, he knows.
Yeah.
But it's just like, people in those situations, it never goes the way you think. And I think that people who have those types of comments about, competition, getting them killed in the streets, it's like, okay, then I challenge you to do competition for 3 months. Mm-hmm. Try it and then make an educated decision on that. Because all the people that we've seen who, even if they're not regular, right? If they come in and they do it for consistently 2, 3, 4 months, they see the value. And these are police, these are SWAT, these are military guys who have been out in that firefight that I haven't been in, and they see the value of it. So I have ranted. I don't know.
No,
perfect. Just what I wanted.
There you go.
I was trying to see if I could find it, but it's going to be.
I can't even believe of all people, Christian.
Yeah, no.
I was reading it and it was like, the guy posted the thing and was like, "Who is this guy?" And I looked at it and I was like, "No way!" I was like, "I gotta show this."
Put
to
up his
Brandon.
wiki page right underneath it.
Yeah, the comments were hilarious. They were like, "That's the best shooter in the world." Wow, did a tour to Afghanistan and cooked meals.
I never heard of him.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Oh man.
Okay, all right, brother. Whatever,
dude.
You won't convince those people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the hard part, and I think that's why I rant on it, because it's the most unfortunate thing, right? Because we're all on the same side,
right? And there's so much to learn.
There is so much to learn, because, like, I will tell you, and I'll be the first to tell you, because there have been guys, and I'm sure it's happened to you guys too. You play in that space, so it's different for you. But I guess they'll come up to me and they'll ask, "Oh, this," they'll start to talk about tactics, like, "Hey. I just game here, guys. You don't want me to."
Don't try to like make it a thing. Just like learn the skill base in this, and then you can apply the tactics whenever you go do the tactic stuff.
Exactly.
You don't have to worry about it at this time. Like, you don't have to justify it.
You have to separate it.
Exactly.
It's just a separation.
Yep.
So, and I think and it's like, for those folks who just have that closed mind in our community, in the two-way community, it's like, guys, if we can't even see the value of each other, and the training that we bring and the training that you guys bring and how it could benefit with each other, it's like, how do you expect people who are anti-gun
right.
to, like, even like listen to us because we're just infighting,
bickering. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just them. It's the same people that argue about terminology and everything. It's just like something for them to argue about.
100%.
Right? It's just like, dude, if you just stop arguing and just learn something, then you'd be so much better off.
Yeah. So what else we got, guys? Go ahead.
Glock Gen 6. Did you see they came out with that?
I did see that.
I saw some
They
people
actually
talking
look pretty
about
good.
it.
They do.
They look
really good.
I didn't know, like, so I didn't know what the thing was. I saw a lot of buzz on it.
It just released, I think, Friday or Saturday. I saw a couple videos. Morgan did a video on it, and T did a video. And what I really like about it is the grip texture is different, and not just the texture, but the actual like gun itself. So it has palm swells on the side that go up a little bit higher. I haven't messed with one in my hand, but you know how we apply pressure like almost forward on the gun and we kind of build up on the left side of the gun. So I think it's gonna have more of that, which is gonna feel a whole lot better for the
I did
Glock.
see they had a little thumb rest action on the, on the frame.
Yeah, which I'm kind of like partial about that because I usually tell people don't do that because they end up like pushing the gun.
Oh, they'll drive it.
Yeah, they'll drive it to the left. Instead of squeezing the back of the gun.
Right.
But so if you do get a Glock, and I know a lot of people cut those gas pedals in them. My experience was that people push their thumb, and if you watch the dot, and if it's going at like the 1 o'clock position or 2 o'clock position as it recalls, you're pushing too much on the gun with your thumb. So just try to apply pressure with the back of your palm against the gun, and then make sure the dot's streaking up and down. That's what you'd want to see. But they came out with a different grip with the palm swell I really like, and then the MOS feature is fixed, so they don't have those stupid plates where you actually drive the screws into it to where it bends the plate up. They just drilled 4 screws into the slide. So it fits delta point or RMR, and they have these little plates that drop in that have the bosses, so it changes the boss's location. So where it has different things, it's like, oh, this is perfect. You know, like this is exactly what it is. It's almost like shadow systems, I guess you could say. You know how they have theirs with the spacers in the front and back. I don't know if it's going to have spacers in the front and the back, but it definitely changes the boss's location.
Oh, good.
And yeah, that's definitely upgraded. They have a flat trigger now, polymer flat trigger. That looks really good. I don't know how it feels, but it looks really good. And I think that's all that I saw. One thing I thought that was going to come out, but it wasn't on there was, and I don't know for sure if it's not on there, I thought it was going to have a modular grip. So that's the rumors I heard, because they do have a patent on that. They filed for a patent on it where the bottom of the grip, like the whole top part of the plastic is one location, kind of like a 2011, but the bottom of the grip just unplugs. It slides down.
Interesting.
Just like a 2011 does.
Oh,
and
like a mainspring kind of thing?
Yes. Okay. And the new one pops on, so you can switch it to like 26, 19, 17. But they didn't show that in the features, so I don't know.
It might be a SHOT Show thing. Maybe it's not fully developed.
Maybe it might. Yeah, maybe it's not fully developed, and they just want to release it, and they might come out with I guess version 2 of it. That way you can do that.
Interesting.
Or maybe a different model. They might have like a model that's like universal model.
Sure.
You know, it's where you have different grips on it. But
yeah,
I know they were supposed to come out with that because the patents, you know, they're public, and somebody found it and was like, oh, this must be the new Generation 6 gun.
Nice.
But it wasn't on this generation.
But they changed the model numbers too, right? Like there's no more 19 and 17 or
there
something
is,
like that?
Yeah. So they did, like, it's been weird. So Glock had all the 17s erased pretty much. 17 MOS erased, and came out with the 47. That's what they called it.
Okay.
They still had the 17, which is a normal gun without the MOS.
Okay.
Then they went away with all those and came out with the V model, right?
Okay.
So like 17V instead of a 19 Gen 5 or 19 or 17 Gen 5.
Okay.
It was a G17V. Right?
Okay.
So it didn't have the gens on it. That was to redo the striker thing for the switches.
Okay.
And then now it's Generation 6.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been really weird with
That's
numbers.
odd. Yeah.
But they've always been weird with numbers.
Yeah.
So
no, I know. I mean, that was a big thing that, you know, feedback on the Discord was just like, oh, it's, you know, they got rid of the 17. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
No.
But,
yeah, they still have it.
Yeah.
So. But did y'all see anything else besides those?
The RC4.
Oh, yeah. I did see that with a little spiral thing in the front.
Bro, it's horrible.
I didn't see.
You didn't
I
see
want to
it?
see.
No, pull that thing up.
It's been getting flamed on the internet. Yeah, the RC Foreskin.
Dude. Oh, gosh. Yeah.
JP, wait till you see it.
Oh,
It does look like that. So I want to shoot it. and see. I want to see like the weight and how long it is.
No.
It's the RC Foreskin.
Oh, come on, man.
Gosh, that's a great name.
They need to put the cover over that. That's amazing.
So bad.
That's amazing.
I didn't. So it says new muzzle design significantly reduces frontal flash detection and provides improved. Okay, so it's for flash. I hadn't read much about it. I just saw it.
I figured it was flow through, because like the way it tunnels, I figured that it would have some type of flow through.
It is flow through.
It is a 3D printed silencer.
I think it's literally just an RC3 with a foreskin on it.
Yeah. It looks 3D printed. So you know how the RC3 used to have that little like, it was a metal tube and they redid the baffles to where like it kind of goes on the outside.
The RC3 was printed, huh? I literally have never seen one because they were $1,800.
I shot one at the Texas TTPOA that we went to.
Okay.
And it was okay. It sounded like the RC2, but
so is it just literally an RC2 with a different
through
baffle and that in piece that allows it to flow around?
Yeah, the RC2. That's what it was. And
it
wasn't like super flow through. It wasn't like the Scrambler. I don't feel any back pressure. The RC3 definitely like reduced back pressure of the RC2, but it
says combines decades of innovation and materials and manufacturing techniques with the most extensive flow dynamic study in history. Sheesh, that nobody bought.
It reduced it, but it didn't take it all the way.
Yeah,
for sure. Like there's other, and nothing's gonna take everything away, but I can tell you that there's other flow through silencers that I feel work better at the gas.
I'm more just trying to see like what they is this. Is it additive manufacturing? Is it subtractive manufacturing?
I think RC4 is. I don't think the RC3 is.
Yeah,
it looks RC4 looks 3D printed for sure.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think it is.
Because the RC3 had a tube that was like welded.
This does too.
It does?
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, I'm a
For reference, this is the Surefire RC4.
It's see how it looks welded right here?
Yeah, I see that.
And this piece
the front end is definitely 3D printed because you see
that's how the RC3 looks too.
Yeah, you see the little
because it's kind of porous.
Yeah.
Like this looks like a really good weld, but it still looks welded.
Yeah, it still looks welded.
Yeah, subtractive manufacturing is definitely stronger.
Yeah.
But additive manufacturing allows more design innovation, So they probably kind of combine the best of both worlds, like you said, where it's probably still a machined body, possibly machined baffles that now have flow through capabilities with a 3D printed end cap. It seems like so. I don't know. I can't really tell from what they're.
It's gonna be the price, right? Like that's the thing. It's
$1,600.
It's better than the RC3 was.
RC3 was 18.
Yeah,
something about that. Yeah,
whenever they first came out,
crazy expensive.
Yeah, like they were already at $1,200, right?
Yeah.
For the RC2, which is like the higher end silencer. But whenever you come out with a silencer that is like, if it was 15, I think it could have done really well. But like 18,
they just priced it too.
Yeah,
they priced it wrong.
Like whenever people think of that number, they think closer to 2,000.
Yeah.
Whereas 1,200, they think closer to 1,000.
Right.
So like, man, it's doubling the price when it's really not doubling it, but it sounds like it's doubling it.
It's 100% Inconel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a hard use can.
Modern materials. Yeah. I don't know.
Sounds good.
Maybe
looks weird.
We'll probably get to shoot one at
Shot
Show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Cool. So speaking of, that's probably a good thing to bring up right around Christmas time. Like
I was thinking about that on the way here.
Christmas. What with the whole the $200 stamp going to zero in January. What's the strategy now?
I would say wait. Yeah, okay. I would say wait at this point because
especially if you made it this far.
Yeah, you made it this far. You're like 2 weeks away.
But go buy your can.
Yeah, go buy the
silencer.
Go ahead
and buy it. Yeah.
Buy it now and just tell them like, hey, I want to hold the silencer until January to do the paperwork. But usually times are coming back between 10 to 14 days. So if you do this paperwork now, you'll get it like right at January 1st. So it's like just wait and do the paperwork then, save the $200 and be done.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. What should people be getting?
22 silencers are going to fly off the shelf as January comes because they're cheap. And if you don't have to pay the $200, now it's like not that bad, right? Yeah. So like for a $300 to $500 silencer, paying an extra $200 is like, that sucks.
That's significant.
It's like double the price of the silencer.
Half the price, yeah.
oh yeah, half the price of a silencer. But now, like those are not going to have the $200. So it's like, okay, I can spend the $400 on a silencer and not have to pay that.
Sure,
it makes it nice. But any like silencer that you want a specific model, go ahead and buy it now, because those are going to be the first ones that go. If it's like a very good 30 cal can or 9mm can that's very specific or very popular, then that's the ones that's going to go. The ones that are like a certain silencer that fits that gun, like we have a B&T silencer that fits the UMP, right? Like if you can find those right now, like they're probably not gonna be the first ones that fly off the shelf in January, right? Because it's like the only people that really want those silencers is the people that have that gun. That's gonna be specific, so that's gonna be the last thing to go if it does get to that far. But, very popular silencers in 30 cal, 22, 5.56 or 9mm. Go ahead and buy those now.
Sure. Yeah. I've been having a lot of like friends that I don't really consider to be like big gun people that have been like, hey, I'm come get a suppressor.
Yep.
Okay. Now's the time.
Yeah. We also will have some cool stuff coming out with some suppressor companies that we like.
Okay.
Just some, nothing like crazy, but just there's some companies that we've always kind of talked about doing some stuff with. So where there's some that we really, really like, that with the tax stamp going away, they're looking for some, new deals to put out and stuff. So be looking for that too. That's some exciting stuff.
Okay. How about on the manufacturing side? What should we be getting?
Should be getting your charging handles. That's for sure. That's right. I mean, your loved ones want charging handles for Christmas. I don't care what you say.
Yeah, that's a great gift too for someone that has that they have an AR-15, right? So like getting them a charging handle where they can try it out would be a cool thing.
And it's not, and that's the thing, when you have somebody who is a gun person, is a gun person, and you're not a gun person. Yeah. Right. It like getting something like a charging handle is a nice gift, but it's not like trying to buy somebody a whole new gun.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. And they can use it because they have like enough guns that they can put it in.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, and it could go between guns. Like that's the kind of thing, because I had one of my wife's sisters was asking about buying a gun for her husband, and it's like, get him a gift certificate.
Yeah.
We just talk about this every year.
Yeah, don't try to buy them a gun.
So I just put together some cleaning kits at Century. I always do that every year.
Those are really cool. When I saw them, I was like, this is a great idea. We do it every year, but now this year with the little Magpul bag, they're really nice.
Dude, I love those Magpul pouches. And they're like really convenient. You could also use the pouch for something later on. So if you decide like, hey, I want to keep all this stuff at my house, like on my table, you can use that pouch for whatever, but it's meant to like go inside a range bag. That way, in case you have your cleaning stuff with you at all times. They're very small. But I used to get cleaning stuff like because I was the gun guy in the family, right? So like people would give me cleaning kits for Christmas, and I hated them.
Yeah, how many Hoppies brushes and how much like
number 9 was in there, and you had every
how much rim oil,
how much rim oil could you possibly need,
and then like every caliber, like you had all the rods and all the little brushes and mops, and you never used any of that.
No, I've got 20 of them in the.
It was like so bad. You just throw it away, and all you use is like the solvent and the oil, right?
And the patches.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? Like I'm gonna build a kit out of stuff that like you actually use. Yeah. So that's what we do every year. We usually have an ammo can, but this year's a Magpul DACA pouch, and then we put a nylon brush, nylon picks. That way, people are not like tearing up their guns.
Yes. Use nylon.
Yeah. Don't use steel picks. Yeah. But we put those two in there. Microfiber cloth. A cleaner and degreaser or a CLP, depends on what kit you get, and then Slip 2000 EWL oil. So it's like that's the things you need. You clean it with the cleaner and degreaser or the CLP. You re-oil it, and that's all you need. You don't need all these little brushes. You don't need to clean the barrel every time you clean the gun. Like if you actually talk to people that like do precision stuff, they do not clean the barrel. Correct. They leave it there until like you really need to. So that's what we put together, and they're really cool little kits.
That sounds good.
Ear Pro is always a good thing. Yeah, like people that's
a good one. You can upgrade people's Ear Pro.
Always upgrade them. Like they usually have regular earmuffs or like plugs. If you get them electronic Ear Pro, they're like, wow, this is amazing. Like every year we have people that come in and we give them to them, and they're like, wait, I can hear you talking. And I'm like, yeah, Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
amazing. And they can not only use it just for shooting. So if they're like go to the range a couple times a year and they're just like hunters also,
Yeah.
Ear Pro is great because they can wear it in the deer blind. They could actually hear people or hear deer and little animals rustling around in the grass better than with the regular human ear. They could also wear it to cut grass.
I was gonna say my
operate
kids
saws.
grab mine and then go out and when we're cutting the grass and just run around with them and
So it's like you
know,
can
have a
use
big
it for
time.
multiple things. So it's like a great gift for that. And iPro, like you can get a set of iPro because
Sure.
you do need iPro.
you sure do.
Yep.
Yeah, protect your eyes. And don't just get sunglasses. Get ones that are rated for impact and all of that stuff because
I would suggest like either an amber lens or a clear lens because everybody has sunglasses.
Sure.
You know, like if they're outside cutting grass, whatever, they can have some that are even rated. But like there's not a lot of people that have clear glasses.
Correct.
And sometimes you need it. Yeah.
Yeah. So get your charging handles, get your cleaning stuff from Sentry, your little stocking stuff for gift bag.
That's right.
That's
gift
a good
cards.
one.
We have gift cards now.
Gift
and
cards.
You can load them for whatever you want. Memberships is a great gift for people that like, because that's a gift that sometimes people are not willing to purchase for themselves, but you know they would use it.
Certainly.
Right? They're like, man, they really like going to the range. They don't go because like, you know, it can add up. So it'd be like, hey, I'm just going to get you a membership and it can cover the whole year.
Yeah.
So they can use that membership throughout the whole year. And while they're using it, they can think about you.
Right,
You know,
right.
Like, oh, I'm appreciative that this person got me a gift that I could use for the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, and especially if you're shooting competition, if you shoot competition with us at Sentry Defense, get a membership because you will save money.
You save half the fees.
Literally. I mean, if you, there's no secret. Do the math, right? So, what are the match fees now? $25.
25 and 15.
And $15. So you save $10 a match. How many matches do you need to shoot to pay for what's the membership? 350. Yeah. So
for a year.
you don't have to shoot
We
that many
shoot
matches.
50 matches a year, I think.
At least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like if you shoot every match, that's a platinum membership that's paid for. If
Correct.
you never show up any other time.
That's right.
And if you really are wanting to get better, you shoot matches and then you come and practice.
Exactly.
Right? Like we talked about Charles Lyles. Like they're in there every week practicing one time a week and they're shooting matches.
Exactly.
It's like that's why he got better.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
secret, right? He's in there shooting.
And he's just the latest use case. I mean,
That's
that's
the recipe for everyone.
that's dozens of our shooters
Yep.
do that, you know. Now it's just part of the match. Some of those guys will come in and they'll just shoot right before the match just to jaw jack with each other.
They will,
you know.
Yep.
So
test new guns or something. Someone got a new gun. They're like, oh, let's go and test it out.
yeah. But anyway, yes, membership, particularly if they are a high volume shooter, that is a thing that is really handy for them.
Ammo is always a great thing. I know it's like a cop out gift, but
Yeah,
like,
but at the same time, like ammo, except you got to know what caliber.
yeah, you gotta know your caliber. But like if like as a gift giver, you're like, man, that's not really thoughtful. But like as you receive it, you're like, hey, that's awesome.
That's a practice session.
That's a practice. I can definitely use that.
Or
so.
that's that's a deer maybe. Oh, I don't know. I guess hunters maybe want maybe different
Certain
ammo.
stuff,
Yeah, they want certain stuff. But if you're if you're just blinking, practicing, doing whatever, that's a great gift. So
Self defense ammo.
Sentry Prime
I do
is
that
on
a
the
lot.
shelf.
Yep,
Yeah.
Sentry Prime.
So, but even if it's not Sentry Prime, get, I mean, that's one thing. Make sure you cycle through your defensive ammo.
Yep.
It's
Coming time a year.
Yeah,
so.
keep that fresh once a year ish.
Yep.
Once every 6 months if you're really, want to stay tuned up, I guess, or whatever. I think I only do mine once a year.
Yeah.
So, that's just a.
I do mine once a
suggestion.
year, and I do the batteries twice a year. But,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we are coming up on battery day.
Yep.
Well, that was the thing that I
time.
think I told you guys that I started doing recently. Is I just set an Amazon, buy
Subscription thing.
subscription, buy every 6 months. It'll just drop batteries in the mailbox, and then so it's like, oh, okay,
I gotta do
guess
it.
it's time to change them.
Yep.
So,
Yep. That's a good idea. Yeah. And like if you don't know what type of self defense ammo they have or anything like that, the gift card's ideal because you can be like, hey, go and get your self defense ammo, and you can get your gun cleaned or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
yeah. All right, gents. I think that's a lot for today. Anything else you guys want to tell them before next week, ideally?
Yeah, we gotta start being better.
I know we
Yeah.
got to get on it. So,
Nothing
okay.
I can think about.
No, very good.
Cool.
Buy your stuff. Get on the browndukegunshow.com. Look at our sponsors. We got a few now. So buy stuff from them too.
Awesome.
All right. Later.